Alright. Let's get this going here. Boom. Hey, we're good. And we are good. Goes away from you better. Probably fine. Alright. So left off, we made this little weapon. Not terrible. Nice vigil. Berger's helm. Nokazan's relic. There's shield. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of decent stuff here. So I do want to later on create possibly another like mod, or just like readjust this one and make it like significantly harder. Lightning resistant shield boots. Probably the helmet could be good as well, just for like the beetle, so we'll grab we'll grab that. Hold on to that stuff for now. And weapon. I've been really enjoying like watching hard challenges and whatnot, so it makes me want to like make something like super hard. Anyways. Oh yeah, leap attack, we got that. I forgot that this gets a little buff. Oh yeah, we left off just getting Far Oasis. I see the map reset for some reason. But I actually want to do a let's play of the 1.0 for Diablo 2, which would be pretty wild. Because the original game, I think, was actually harder. And there's something up with like the drops in this. I feel like I didn't even like change anything, but it just feels like I honestly am getting better gear than what I should. Alright, we can go try to find the staff. We also got to try to find the cube. He's out for fun. 1-1. Yeah, you can get rid of that. Where is anything right about now. Alright. Yeah, there's this new guy on YouTube that I've been following. He's been doing a Diablo 2 1.0 like let's play. Super slow walkthrough of it as well. But he is so knowledgeable. And it makes me just want to play through that version of it because I never have. He's like telling me stuff that I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize that the game had these issues early on that, like, I don't even know how you would know. So an example is he said that in the basic game, anything that adds to the damage actually doesn't work for a bow. So like the Amazon, like a bow Amazon sounds like it'd just be horrible. So even if it said like enhanced damage, right? And it shows that it does, let's say the regular bow, it's like 1 to 4 damage, but it's enhanced damage, so it ends up being like 2 to 5. It still only does 1 to 4. I don't know if it works that way even with like the gems and whatnot, but it's just interesting. I actually thought about playing that instead of this. Lost City. We're here, we'll look for the waypoint. Okay. What is going on right now? There we go. Well, the mercenary died, which sucks. We can go back and get her. Swimming in potions right now. Slowly work them away. Damage still isn't very good. Back here. All right. Beat. I think we remember this. I think we could go concentrate. Go get our mercenary back. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nothing there. Look far out. I think I used a point into a blade mastery. We'd prefer to use a sword if we can find one. Or dagger. Probably gonna be unlikely. Whatever. That vitality going. Hmm. Thawing potion could be useful. He's tearing it up. Shoot a static field. I wonder if that'll sell for a good amount. Okay. I'm pretty tired tonight. Still not much talking going on in my head here. Let's just see. Let's test out this leap attack. Is it going to be stupid overpowered? Like how leap was? Doesn't seem like it. Seems decent, but definitely not overpowered. Alright. Boom. You should get a tome. 8,000 gold. Yeah, let's grab one of these. And we'll grab one of these, why not? We got some extra gold. The rest of it here. That looks all good. Read a mana after each kill. One. +1 to bash. 15 to 26 damage. Low attack speed though. Okay. Clear everything. Go back. Game is as good as Diablo 3. They're fighting words still. Now it's I think Diablo 4 would be more of the joke one now. I still haven't played through Diablo 4. Diablo 3 I've actually been able to complete. Diablo 4 I play it for like 20 minutes and I'm like, this isn't for me. Just feels off. Dry hills. Weird, I actually feel still boycotting Diablo 4. Nice. I oddly feel a little nostalgic for Diablo 3 now. Just because it's like so old. Oh. Your crystal sword. Could imbue that later on. I don't have fake gamer outrage behind me. So, my problem with Diablo 4 is it just didn't... It didn't... Something just fell off, I guess. Number one. But the other thing is, it's like... Maybe... I actually kind of like the restriction of skills sometimes. And Diablo 3 had this problem as well. Like, I don't like having mana generating skills in like, oh, you just use this basic attack and then you use big smash attack instead. I think I prefer to have the actual resource mechanic. Hold on. Oh my god, my phone's blowing up right now. It's annoying. Alright. Look at that cowboy. But yeah, this mod, it's kind of my attempt at making a Diablo experience I like, or I want. I feel like I could make it probably a little harder still. But overall, I think it's pretty solid. Oh my gosh. Just don't have the capacity for isometric RPGs anymore. You know what's funny? With my I don't even know if it's age or just where I'm at in my life. I almost have no time for anything that isn't familiar. Unless it's think if I'm trying to think of what would be captivating enough for me to keep me interested into a game. The non-comparison is my favorite part of any RPG, and boy do I hate looter. Yeah, the dad life is definitely the real thing. But like just being busy with like obviously the job stuff gets a little bit busier, and now that I'm married, obviously I have a kid. That stuff definitely makes it harder. But the comfort food of like, oh hey, I know this game, I can sit down and just play it for fun, whatever. That has a benefit for me. I've noticed that when I try to start a new game, it's almost overwhelming sometimes because I'm like, all right, I've got about an hour, and the entire time I'm trying to play the game, kind of sitting there just thinking to myself, am I having fun yet? And if if I'm not having fun, how much time will I give myself before I am like, I've just wasted that precious 1 hour I have to try to enjoy myself in a night towards something that wasn't even really fun. And then that's why I always go back to the like Hearthstone or Diablo as an example. I don't have time for games that need it. Yeah, internet's I'm not a multiplayer dude for the most part. Maybe maybe that's the wrong way to maybe say it. I am a guy that enjoys um the multiplayer aspect in like card games, but I don't feel like it's interactive in the way of say a first person shooter would like Call of Duty or something. This one takes 3 hours for the first battle to happen. Yep, that was definitely not a game for me. I also just really want to. I want to dig deep into a new game, and I feel like decision paralysis is just immense for me. Right, 2017. I've I remember Prey 2017 when it came out and whatnot. I believe I actually started it at one point, and I remember I didn't love it, but I don't know why. Did I missed something. Hmm. Did I change that? Why is that red? best thing I can name that? Oh yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3, I did really get intrigued, but the length of that game absolutely scares me. Like, and this isn't a bad thing. The only reason why it's a bad thing, I guess you could say, for me, is I do want to actually finish something, and I don't feel like I would finish that game. But I would probably be playing that game for a good 6 months plus. It would literally take me that long. Darn. These kind of suck. Ring, -2 to strength. Wonderful. Doo-doo. But as an example, like The Last of Us Part 2, I don't know if you guys have played it. This is before I was married and had a kid. But I got the game, and even at the time I was kind of struggling with playing stuff for long periods of time. So I would go to work, come home, and I'd give myself about hour and a half to 2 hours, and hour and a half, 2 hours, and I think it took me like 2.5 months. I was Outback, New York. Oh, I don't know what you mean. There are a lot of surprises in gaming, but they're rarely good. The only game, I have 2 games right now that are exciting for me coming up, and it would be Resident Evil, which scares the crap out of me because the rumors are it's going to be open world. Connor told me that last time. And then, oh my god, I forgot I put these in here. Lich King Servant. And then the Silent Hill 2 remake, which also scares the crap out of me. Stalker 2 is my thing this year. Dragon's Dogma 2 was sadly pretty meh. You know, I'm kind of not surprised Dogma 2 wasn't amazing. I didn't think Dragon's Dogma 1 was that amazing. I remember it feeling kind of off for me. Finally getting a good Resident Evil remake. What Resident Evil remake are they doing next? I don't think they've confirmed anything. I don't think they've said anything about a Resident Evil game since 4. Fight me, I have like 800 hours in Dragon's Dogma. I still love you, Gonra. Listen, I played the game for probably about 15 minutes and I'm like, something just doesn't feel right. That's the extent of it. So don't take my very niche look into it and my view on games to anything at heart. The first one being great. The second one was just orientation. I mean, I don't think I've been more disappointed in a game than when Diablo 4 came out. Like, no joke, I legitimately purchased a new gaming laptop for it. I was thinking I wanted to have something that was going to play the game well. And so I was like, all right, you know what? Use the game piece, it's fine, you know. But if the game didn't play well, I upgraded for no reason, and I did upgraded for no reason. But less done in the first one. They had to cut like 30% of the game. All less hype. I haven't given Blizzard $1 since they became an MMO company. Yeah, Blizzard. I'm gonna be honest. So Diablo 2 Resurrected, this game, is, in my opinion, the only decent thing they've made in quite a while. They've really kind of struggled. So, and I think that this game is good because they just kept the roots of what it is. And then it was also made by like a different team, really. Not like it was made by Blizzard. They got Vicarious Visions to make it, and then they bought Vicarious Visions. Suck, those suck. And extra gold, why not? Sucks. A lot of crappy stuff. We can upgrade some stuff. In Microsoft, they fired the people at the top when Microsoft bought them. Listen, I have very little hope in them. I don't even know what companies I would say I have a lot of faith in anymore for games. Kind of lost a lot of it. Not trying to be like negative about it, but I don't feel like games have really felt great in a while. Do the minimum damage. We could throw something else in here, I guess. Beats 12. Dark Souls Company. Dragon Quest Company spin-offs. I mean, the thing with From Software is they just don't make a lot of stuff that I enjoy. Elden Ring wasn't my type of game. It was fine. And Armored Core I wouldn't even touch personally. Like, just not my type of game. So yeah, From Software, like I mean they're great, but it's like I like Dark Souls. I like Demon Souls and Dark Souls. And you know, Dark Souls 2 I've played only a little bit. Dark Souls 3 I haven't really played. Dragon Quest stuff I don't really do much with. Phoenix owns Dragon Quest. Danger of going under at this point. Final Fantasy Dragon Quest would be sold though. Yeah. It's just weird to think like some of these juggernaut companies like aren't doing as well as they used to do. Strange for me to think about. We're gonna keep that on. Alright, anything else in here? Nothing. Another franchise I've never been able to get into. Version 11. Dude, the large RPGs are so difficult to get into for me. I feel like it would be fun to sit down and like slowly grind out one. But kind of similarly to what we were talking about earlier, it's like I feel like a lot of the bigger RPGs that are like turn-based or something you don't get into the action right away. And I want to feel like that the end is in sight somewhat. Like I don't want to like sit down and play something and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not gonna finish this for months. It'd kind of be nice to just be able to check the box and be like, yep, I got it done. Nice. For no real reason. Raid Shadow Legends? You know, they could pay me to play it. Beetle Burst. Oh my lord, Beetle Burst. Honestly, I feel like I kind of am almost a mobile gamer, because the only game I really play somewhat consistently is Marvel Snap. But I don't know, is Capcom doing anything else really other than Resident Evil? Like, I don't even know. Hey, Grand Charm. I'm hitting my boomer face. I don't and never had a single app on my phone for anything. I was kind of coasting Resident Evil. Not doing it justice. And Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, I forgot Monster Hunter too. Yeah, Monster Hunter is thing. Devil May Cry 6 maybe. Eh. Honestly, didn't love Devil May Cry. Let's go back. I'm gonna switch to the helmet that gives us lightning resistance. We got the boots if we wanted. I'm fine. Hope the original Resident Evil is remade next. Oh god, dude. Please. Please let that be it. Oh my gosh, look at that. I don't have, so we can move on from the disaster 2020 2002. You gotta be trolling. 2002 game, I mean, it's fine. It's just I would like to have a third person game set into it so I can explore the mansion. I think that would be really fun. Like I want to have both. I mean, you guys are kind of making me want to play Resident Evil. That's it's a game that's on my to-do list, I'd say. I'd like to play it in the near future. Forgot what I was doing. I gotta go right. I feel like when I was talking to Conra last time, I was talking about the Resident Evil games, and I didn't, I haven't actually played on stream Resident Evil 2 remake or 3 remake. I could count the number of good remakes, and RE1 is certainly one of them. I did RE2 last week. Clara A, Leon B. S rank, no saves. Damn. Yeah, I haven't played in quite a long time to be able to do something like that. If I were to say good remakes are different than fun game, correct? Because I can I don't know. The problem is also I haven't played the original games too extensively. Like I know that you guys have. I remember you were speedrunning RE2. That doesn't surprise me. It's just impressive to me because like I haven't played those games and like I definitely forget some stuff. This is so sick of every remake cutting with 20% of the content from the original. Yeah. This is sad. I don't even remember what stuff they cut in Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 felt pretty good to me. Hmm. So, one second, let me read that. So, got a top 100 by now. And normal. Some areas a boss, a few bonus modes, some weapons. How large of an area, like of the areas, do they cut in RE4? And I don't remember what boss, but you know what? Holy crap! 10,000 gold this sells for. I'm gonna keep it on for right now. What are the odds of this actually increases my damage for her? Not very good. Okay. PS2 version still has more content. Really? Just some selective rooms in the whole. Do the cage fight. Oh, the cage fight with the blind dude, right? Blind enemy that's like a Wolverine. Measuring 100% of the time, I was like, I wonder how they're gonna do this part in RE4. The answer was they didn't do the part. Yeah. It may have been hard to code a very unique ass. Kind of didn't happen. I feel like for that part, it wouldn't have been hard to code in quotes. Maybe it's more so that they found it to be just a frustrating segment for players to play. And they felt like it didn't benefit to have it in the game. This is just my devil's advocate that I'm playing. I don't really know. 97th across all consoles on normal, 40th on hardcore. Damn, that's pretty good. Didn't try too hard with 3 decide. I felt like it was a very good game. It was probably my favorite game I played in quite a while, due to me just also not playing a ton of stuff. But I also wasn't like looking at it as a super fan of the original game. I was just looking at it as I want a fun Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil game, I should say. My feeling on the game? 7 out of 10 based on a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I'm probably a little different on that rating myself, but I know when I like stuff, I'm a little more generous. Like, I'm not looking at it based on the old game at all. And I look at it comparing it to today's day and age. And in today's day and age, I feel like it was a very good game. Grab this waypoint. I haven't tried seriously running it since it came out though. Just casually running fast now. Do you have RE4 Remake level 1? I know you usually kind of wait on stuff to get it. Curious what your thoughts are on it. You haven't played it yet, and not a fan of the original. Fair enough. If I was grinding it, I say you wouldn't have hit S7. It's like Resident Evil anime. Alright. I'm curious where you guys rank. So take only the newer ones. Don't take the old ones, right? So like Resident Evil 7, 8, Resident Evil 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake. And is there another one that was redone at that point? I don't think so. I think those are the ones that are all were released on like PS4. Like originally released on PS4. And up. out of those games, I'm curious what you like the best stuff. Because, like, 273. Because I think 2 is still probably the best one. 7 just has a very soft spot, like, for me, because it's what got me back into the games. 2, big gap. 7-3. RE2R, yeah, is by sure the best. 7. You haven't played Village yet? I thought Village was fun for a first playthrough, and then I would go back and try to play it, and I felt like it was pretty meh. Three killed your RE drive, just like 4 did back then. Three was disappointing in the sense of when it came out. It was very disappointing. I mean, obviously it's still disappointing for like fans of 3 from back in the day. But I was trying to say, like, take the old games out of it and just try to be somewhat unbiased in that sense. Which I'm sure is hard to do, but I feel like 3 is a, in quotes, fun game. Yes, 100% what Connor said. It is a fun game. If you got it for $30. And I think that's something that people are missing now. So if you are a person who can go into it, if you have never played a Resident Evil game, you can pick up Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake together sometimes digitally on PlayStation for like $15. And it's like, I feel like that's an insane deal. Like, and I think it's a good, like, you're getting good solid games out of it. Like, would I say it's I would say that 3 isn't phenomenal, but like, it's a fun experience. I also don't, the thing that makes me not like 7 as much as I think what other people would like it, so taking out my love of it for what brought me back into the horror genre in general, is there's like one enemy in the entire game and then the bosses. It's just like the infected and then like bugs. Or the molded, I guess is what they're actually called. And then of course you have the horrendous aiming, because Capcom doesn't really know how to aim in first person. I give RE7 credit for being kind of scary, but yeah, combat is pretty meh, and it doesn't really have anything to do with Resident Evil. The last 2 minutes. A guy calls the swimming company and says, "I got a leak in my pool." The man answered. Someone says, "Well, go ahead." What? uh, no, 7 is definitely has some, you know, creepy parts, which I did enjoy. And 8 actually has that one area that was pretty creepy. It's like the second act, I guess you would consider it. And it was, you know, it was fun. It was kind of like the PT clone, in quotes. RE8 was a lot more fun to play, but boy, I hate every word in the script. I just didn't. It still had the same aiming issue, I felt, that RE7 had. It was a little better. Some of the enemies are way too spongy. At least it felt that way to me. Definitely rode the PT hype. Yep. 100% did. I was the promo formula with a kitchen. Yeah. I made a top 10 most insufferable gaming protagonist. Ethan probably lands number 2. You know what's funny? A lot of people that I've talked to about it do not like Ethan. I don't hate him as much as most people, but I had very little, like, I just didn't care for him. Like, nothing was like, oh yeah, Ethan's a likable character. He was just there. He was just a character that you played as. And that was it. You rolled real low on int and charisma. Yeah. And he rolled real low on fingers as well. His hands got just demolished in those games. So they get new season today? Hold on. So did this get new season today? Did what get new season today? That has been a hilarious side effect going first person. Yeah, everything was hand related for his person. It was like, how much damage could he take? Like it was like stupid. I'm actually gonna put this in here because I don't really care about the damage. I'd rather save this. This game, Diablo, this is my mod that I created. I haven't really adjusted much. I'm just kind of testing things out, see how it feels. Primarily with some skills and whatnot. But I tweak it every once in a while. I haven't really tweaked anything since I really made it in December is when I did all the work for it. But no, Diablo 2's in reality, Diablo 2 is like dead when it comes to like updates and whatnot. Like I don't see them ever actually giving this game like an actual legitimate update now that Diablo 4 every bit of effort is Diablo 4 now. Oh my god, I forgot I gave him stuff. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. No, it must be just a coincidence. Okay. Yeah, this feels. Yeah, it's definitely faster. I gotta try the Poke Road game. It's in browser game. My interest fell off. What is this, 2002? Who still sits and plays games like me? Poke Rogue, definitely interests me. I pulled it up at work for like, I think it was like right at the end of the day. It was like 5 minutes. I pulled it up and I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. So I kind of stopped that. I might try it again here on my home, but I don't know. I've been wanting to play some Pokemon as well. I enjoy Pokemon. I just don't have the time to do everything I want to do. Digging for good ROM hacks. My next game, my first Pokemon playthrough since 1998. Wow. You haven't played since then? Have you played, Connor, have you looked at the Crystal Legacy and Yellow Legacy, I believe they're called? They try to like balance and make them as good as possible, the games. Unbound and Infinite are the ones you've actually been able to finish. Yeah, these aren't like hacks, they're just like rebalancing. I got suckered into getting another Game Boy by blue copies and never played them again. They're just bad RPGs. They I think the best thing about the old games is obviously nostalgia, and it's just the Pokemon. Like I just like the old Pokemon the most, so those are the ones I want to catch. And because I could play the game without even like looking at it, you know, you basically pull it up and you're like, okay, I'm going through Viridian Forest. You fight like some Pokemon in the forest, and then what do? You just like watch TV and just smash the A button to tackle them a million times until you finally look down again, like, oh yeah, they're dead. At least that's how I usually play them. Focus lightning. Oh yeah, Legacy. Gen 4 and 5 are peak. I have no hopes for the new one. Yeah, so I haven't I've purchased too many of the Pokemon games in recent times on the Switch, and I've liked almost none of them. I enjoyed the which one is it? The newest one. It's like open world. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. But my save got deleted, and I tried to replay it again. And I'm like, wow, this game definitely doesn't do well with like replay value because I do not want to replay the intro because it was so slow and hand holding. I feel like they need to just make these new games like every game should have a hey, I've played this again. I enjoyed it. I don't want to do the basic tutorial stuff or whatever. Like, let's just get on with it, and have like a little like fast forward function. I don't hate Scarlet Violet as games, but the challenge is playing them without puking. This is behind me. Hey, let me play. Okay, don't start a new game. Hands in the Game Boy bag later. The file said these nuts. One day they'll learn to let you press start to skip cutscenes. Yeah. I think they discovered the tech back in the 90s. Yeah, it's wild. You know, you could skip stuff. There was a game on, I believe it was the Nintendo 64 that I had it on. It was Rayman 2. The Great Escape. Rayman 2 The Great Escape, it's called. And all I remember is I didn't have a save pack, like one of those memory cards. So every time I'd want to play that game, I had to watch the intro. And the intro was legit probably 5 minutes long. I would always start it up and I would go get like a snack or something, get a drink and a snack, talk to my mom for a minute, come back, and it would still be playing. So it should be under start continue menu. Yeah, I mean, who, and I understand Pokemon is a child's game. You know, it's meant for very like younger people. I would say more so than us. Even though I'm sure a good chunk of their audience is like older, but like you have to understand Pokemon obviously for a young audience. I get it, but it's like it's not hard to just add a function of like skip this part. Like, you know, you could have it as an option, I guess, but I feel like that might be a little too much. Average person buying Pokemon games, at least college grad. I'm not surprised, but you know that they're how they look at it is that their primary audience is kids, even though everybody buying the stuff is like 30 years old and you know, punching kids in the face to get the Pokemon cards at Target. I just look at it as like if my daughter wanted Pokemon cards and stuff, I hope that some douche didn't buy all of them just because he wants to flip them on eBay. So like she can actually get a pack or something. Tutorials are the devil. There's a lot of games that I would say the worst thing that games do is they struggle with the beginning of the game. And I get that a lot of times you got to lay down the story, you got to get things together. and start it up, but it's like if you've played the game once and then you have to like sit through stuff, even honestly, there's games that have you skip the tutorial, like you could skip cutscenes and whatnot, and they still suck because there's just like no combat and there's nothing to the game to get you through it. And The Last of Us is actually a good example of that. RPGs only start slow to build up characters, but it's not like Pokemon tries to do that. Yep. That's the other thing. It's like the story is just like go out and catch stuff, right? If you're a kid, go out and catch stuff. Oh no, Team Rocket's bad. They want to steal things, or actually, I think Team Rocket technically doesn't steal things anymore. Like they kind of went away from the rivals are bad people. They're just your competitive friends now, which is kind of annoying. Like Gary was just an ass. That's not the case anymore. Gosh. Oh Lord. Think they missed that. The benefit of some story like that is having as little dialogue as humanly possible. Yeah. Gary Busey's. Oh god. So that's what I've always enjoyed um about the Diablo 2 and Diablo 1 stuff is like the story is there if you want it, but you can skip through it and get into the action like as fast as possible. I'm switching games, by the way. Give me a second to. What the heck is it? Keanu movie about skydiving? I don't even know what that would be. Keanu movie about. Hold on. We're gonna adjust some stuff now. Boom. You want a link to my mod? Alright. Give me a minute. Nexus. It might not be fully updated on here. Like, I think I've made a small tweak to some stuff. But for the most part, it's all finished up. Like I think I tweaked some numbers. of some skills. I'm coming down with a cold or something, so I'm gonna grab ramen and watch you do. Alright, man. See you later. Nice chatting with you. I'm honestly probably not gonna be on here too much longer. I'm gonna probably go to bed soon and unwind. My streaming length is about an hour and a half max, I feel, nowadays. I think that just means I'm an old man. Brad the Dad? Yep. Well, that was the thing. I made it Brad the Dad because I thought it was funny. 25 and old already? I'm way older than 25. Red Hulk? Hmm. I'm gonna play Doctor Doom there. It's Magneto. Oh boy. This could be good. We'll see what happens. Oh no. The Shang-Chi. Nihilus. Nice. Still got the win. I think my wife's watching Harry Potter. Might dip in 10 also. Do some Japanese before stream. Damn. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I literally might get out of here right now, honestly. Pretty tired. Might go hang out with her for a minute. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it now. I will see you. Thanks for watching, everybody.